My father taught me how to work. He didn't teach me to love work. What kills a weasel is the advertising it does for itself. No one is competent enough to govern another person without his consent. When I do good, I feel good. When I do evil, I feel bad. Here is my religion. My father taught me how to work. He didn't teach me to love work. No one is competent enough to govern another person without his consent. When I do good, I feel good. When I do evil, I feel bad. This is my religion. The field of defeat is not peopled with failures, but with men who fell before winning. A ballot paper is more powerful than a shotgun blast. The most important principles can and should be inflexible. God must love mediocre men. He made several of them. Am I not destroying my enemies when I make them my friends? No liar has a good enough memory to be a successful liar. Our Lord loves the poor. That's why he made so many. The loss of an enemy does not compensate for the loss of a friend. If slavery is not bad, nothing is bad. We must never change horses in the middle of the river. You only have the right to criticize the one you intend to help. The best part of a person's life is in their friendships. Almost always greater or lesser happiness depends on the degree of decision to be happy. What interests me most is not whether you failed, but whether you knew how to accept the setback. The man who does not do a little more than he is paid for does not deserve what he earns. The face of an old friend is like a ray of sunshine through dark and gloomy clouds. Character is like a tree, and reputation like its shadow. The shadow is what we think of it. The tree is the real thing. For those of you coming in now, criticizing what's been done, you should be here when it's time to do it. Don't be an expert in using criticism of what has been done as a pretext for doing nothing. Signs, the one who did, when at the time of doing, it was not known how. The man who works only for what he receives does not deserve to be paid for what he does. Before you start criticizing the faults of others, list at least 10 of yours. I am not interested in any religion whose principles do not improve or take into account the conditions of animals. Always keep in mind that your resolve to succeed is more important than anything else. Things come to those who wait, but only things left by those who act quickly. Marriage is neither heaven nor hell, it's just purgatory. People are generally as happy as they make up their minds to be. It is difficult to make the man unhappy who feels worthy and praises the great God who created him. Everyone likes a compliment. The best way to destroy your enemy is to make him your friend. A leader's greatest skill is to develop extraordinary abilities in ordinary people. I find it difficult that an individual looking at the sky could say that there is no creator. I don't like that man. I need to get to know you better. I've been busy lately reading the Bible. Take what you can of this book by reason and the rest by faith, and you will live and die a better man. Everything I am or intend to be I owe to an angel, my mother. Thou shalt not strengthen the weak by weakening the strong. You will not stimulate fraternity if you feed hatred. Better to remain silent and be suspected of folly than to speak and remove all doubt from it. You will not be able to help men permanently if you do for them what they can and should do for themselves. And in the end, it's not the years in your life that count. It's life in your years. Lord, my concern is not whether God is on our side. My biggest concern is to be on God's side, because God is always right. Marriage is neither heaven nor hell, it's just purgatory. Don't criticize them. They are exactly what we would be under identical conditions. Demagoguery is the ability to dress up smaller ideas in bigger words. I walk slowly, but I never walk backwards. I don't have to win, but I do have a duty to be truthful. I am not obliged to succeed, but I have a duty to correspond to the light I have. No man was ever lost on a straight road.